Now, Boone, I think you know what's coming here. We've been fighting the Legion together for a while now. We went to Nelson and you commented about how glad you are that I learned that mercy killing is a last resort. We went to Cottonwood Cove and you've been there before. I know we first met up because I found out who killed your wife, Jeannie Mae Crawford, over in Novak. She sold your wife to the Legion. I think it's time that you told me what's going on, because I want to declare war on the Legion in sufficiently dramatic fashion. And I just bet, you can help me do that.
All right. I tracked her down. Southeast, near the river. They were selling her. Saw it through my scope. Whole place swarming with Legion, hundreds of them, bidding for things no man has a right to. I just had my rifle with me. Just me against all of them. So I took the shot.
Was there no way to try to rescue her? I mean, Camp, Echo is just around the corner from that sniper spot we found. You could have gone back and grabbed reinforcements, right?
There was never any saving her. They'd have taken her where I couldn't follow. What I did, that was the only rescue. All this was only ever going to play out one way. It still is. I don't have any say. All I can do is wait for it to be done with me.
You kind of make it sound like your wife's death is karma for something, like it's the only way it could have played out. Why?
It was going to be something. If I'd never met Carla, it would have been something else. I should have never gotten close to her. I've got bad things coming to me.
Okay, but why, though? I mean, from what I've seen, you seem like a pretty decent sort. You hate the Legion, I hate the Legion, you're good with a rifle, I'm good with a rifle. What could you possibly have done to earn this much bad karma that, oh, my wife's death is inevitable? Is this about Bitter Springs? I mean, I know I talked to, Bitterroot over at Camp McCarran, and he seemed to think it was a pretty bad thing. Like, to the point that even I, who got here years later, know something bad happened. Were you there? Is that what this about?
I was in a lot of places with First Recon. I don't really remember.
Oh, bullshit. You must have been there. What happened?
There was a miscommunication.
Yeah, must have been one hell of a miscommunication then. Because, like, the cons hate the NCR. I don't know what's going on. How about you, communicate me so I don't have a miscommunication, huh?
Yeah, well, that's how they wrote it up in the report. We did what we were there to do. A lot of people got killed. That's war. Maybe looking back, you do things differently. But that's not how it works. In the field, you hesitate, you or someone you care about will die. They teach that from day one.
It sounds like it's left you with some regrets, though. It's like, you're over here moping about how, oh, my bad karma from Bitter Springs is going to kill me. It killed my wife, and it's just a matter of time until it kills me, too.
You don't come out of a tour of duty without regrets. It's best just not to think about it.
Oh, okay, but it feels like you're thinking about Bitter Springs an awful lot if it's convinced you that, the bad karma from it killed your wife.
Life has a way of punishing you for the mistakes you make. Big enough mistake, punishment can take a while. Mine's not over.
You said your punishment isn't over. How do you know?
Because I'm still alive.
Jeez, Boone. Yeah, we need to get you some therapy. It's like, as a friend, I'm telling you, I'm not qualified to handle this. It's like, you need a psychologist, a break somewhere. Oh, I was going to say, frankly, you need someone that isn't killing Legion, but it's like, I like you killing Legion. You think about Bitter Springs a lot, don't you?
Yeah. Always. Even when I sleep.
Jeez, if it's affecting you this much, maybe we should go back there.
I don't think so. It won't change anything. And that's a memory I don't want refreshed.
Okay, then. If you're absolutely sure... I mean, I was all set to help you launch a crusade against the Legion because I also want a crusade against the Legion. If you're really sure you don't want to go back, that's all right with me, but it's like, you just say the word, all right?
I thought some more about what you said. I think maybe you're right. Maybe I should go to Bitter Springs. I don't know what I'm hoping to find there.
Jeez, Boone, it's been like 15 seconds. I stood up and walked out the door and you said, oh yeah, you're right. And I mean, yeah, I am. Of course I'm right. I generally am, but, it's been 10 seconds. What changed your mind?
Nothing. Dream. Just tired of thinking about it.
Must have been an awfully quick dream. Yeah, we'll make it a point to stop there.
I hope this isn't a mistake.
All right, quest added. I forgot to remember to forget. I guess we're going to Bitter Springs, then, to declare war on the Legion. Where is that exactly? Ah, over here. Actually, wait, I know where that is. Because remember, we were at the fort, and we were looking out across the river and said, hey, there's something over there, we haven't been there yet. Yeah, that's Bitter Springs, that's where we're going. So probably the easiest way to get there is to hop in the van and go to the Crimson Caravan. Yeah, we've been most of the way down this road. Should be just a matter of following it all the way down. We do need to be a little bit careful because I remember the Legion assassins like to hang out right around here by the Immortal Shack. So keep an eye out, keep your snipers out, and let's make sure that we see them before they see us, all right? Yep, there they are. Oh, shoot. I think he saw us. I think this might be bad. Yeah, this is bad. They saw us. They are ready to go. Even the JSP ammo is not good. I think we might be getting vilified after all. Did they know we were there? No, it looks like we're not vilified yet. See, I'm learning the Legion's habits. I'm learning where they come from, learning where to look out for them. In theory, we could do this for a while now. Just quickly collect all their stuff and sell it off because, I mean, super sledges, marksman's carbine, brush guns, these are all very valuable things. I support this thing where the Legion comes in and he just gives me money, you know? Hopefully, once we get here, we'll find a map marker for this that the van can use. That way we can, you know, park the van there instead of having to walk along here from the Crimson Caravan every time we need to go in or out of Bitter Springs. I mean, not that I anticipate we'll be here more than once. It's probably going to be a pretty quick trip, just, you know, it's an afternoon jaunt to get some closure for Boone. Yeah, it didn't sound very likely to me either. I'll admit, there's a part of me that wants to just make a tour of all the NCR camps in the region and, you know, talk to everyone, get everybody else's perspective on Bitter Springs before we help Boone, because it's not that I don't think Boone deserves help, it's more that I want more outside perspectives. I want to see what Bitterroot says. I want to see what you know, the old codger in Camp McCarran with the cowboy repeater rifle, that guy. I want to know what he says, what the other members of First Recon, because if Boone was here, probably they were there, and I see something moving over there. What is that? I don't actually know. But you've spotted them, and they're marked in red. What does VATS say? VATS can't quite pick them up yet. Ah, serial killer slashers. I vaguely recall that these are a world of pain enemies, and thus they are incredibly tough. They are... Not sure I like starting this fight, but we'll do it anyway. You definitely have a gun, so we'll take care of you first. Then you... Who else has a gun? You have a gun. You also have a gun. And a helmet, which is bad because, you know, helmets are bad for bullets, or maybe good for them depending on how you see it. There we go. Yeah, I'm liking this sniper rifle. It is being very effective. Hello, Cazadors. I have no interest in starting this fight. I will gladly kill people with flamethrowers. I want nothing to do with the murder hornets. Thank you very much. I think they've seen me. I think they've seen me. They've definitely seen me. Why do you have so much health? Get the wings, get the wings. Guys, shoot them, please. Shoot them.
Good.
Ain't this a bitch? It's gonna hurt you. You're gonna like it.
Kinky. Are you alright, Russell? Oh, you probably got stung, didn't you?
What's up?
Just a second. Let me see if I don't have some anti-venom. Oh. Well, hey, that's convenient. Why is there anti-venom in the bee's nest? Oh, darn it.
Eat it, dick. Ain't this a bitch?
Guess we made it.
I think we made it. Yes, we managed to survive the 2 giant rats after clearing an entire nest of cazadors. Boone, I think your sense of scale is slightly off. And another one-room thing with nothing but supplies and our... Yes, star bottle cap. Any more? Doesn't look like, but maybe... Yes, 2 of them. How many star bottle caps does that put us up to now? 36, apparently. How many do we need? Is it 50 or 40? I forget. Alright, Bitter Springs should be just up the road from here. I'll admit that I'm kind of curious what that round thing is, and where this road goes, but that's neither here nor there. That's a job for, you know, tomorrow. It's an eventually thing. Eventually we'll explore this area, but not today. Today, Boone gets some much-needed therapy.
This is the place. We got sent from Camp Gulf looking for some cons who'd been making trouble with one of our settlements. I guess one of the settlers was connected because we sent everything we had. We figured this was a gang hideout, but they'd led us to their home. There's a ridge called Coyote Tail on the south side. That's where we set up.
Okay. I was gonna say, this doesn't look like much, just some, you know, burnt out ruins. Alright, yeah, it really doesn't look like much. What do we have? NCR, camp regulations. Sundown curfew, no squatting within view of camp. Keep your food, water, and pets away from camp supplies, no mixing. Claimant seeking property of kin, bring quartermaster details and a witness. Triage decision appeals no longer accepted. And no guns. Okay, I can understand most of the reasons for that, but that claimant seeking property seems like kind of a pain in the butt, doesn't it? It's like, oh, it's not enough for you to say, oh, I know whose that was. You have to bring yourself and another guy who probably also has to bring a witness, let's be honest, because that's the way bureaucracy works, is that it's not enough to know who did it.
I've heard that elite units
It has
are
to
on
be,
the way to
you know,
support our armies.
you have to bring proof. You've heard that elite units are on their way to support the army here? Are you absolutely sure about that? Because I don't mean to disparage the NCR, but this is the NCR.
It wasn't enough to kill the cons. They had to subjugate and humiliate them. That's the NCR way.
You've, got something against the NCR, don't you? I mean, I knew that. I know you didn't like the, treaty, right? Between the Desert Rangers and the NCR, right? Yeah, I know that there's a giant statue at the Mojave Outpost between the Desert Rangers and the NCR Rangers, and that's about it.
Figures. That tower of scrap is our tombstone. Desert Rangers were here long before the NCR showed up. We kept the Mojave safe, or at least tried. NCR is fucking soft. All lazy conscripts waiting to finish their tours, well supplied, armed to the teeth. We didn't have those luxuries. There were never that many of us, and supplies were uneven. We had training and discipline, though. That's why we won all our battles. Plenty of former Desert Rangers are serving in the NCR now, and they're good people. That wasn't for me, though. I won't live a lie.
Okay. So, if they were as good as you say, why'd they have to join the NCR?
Listen, and listen good. We didn't lose. We were sold out to the goddamn NCR because a few of the men were pissing their pants over the Legion. We won almost every battle, but we lost the war. Even if the NCR stops Lanius, the Mojave's identity will be gone.
Okay, I get why you'd be against the NCR like that, but why are you pro-con?
Look, we're working right now. I'd prefer to focus on the task at hand, if you don't mind.
Alright, I guess that's fair. And you're right. We do have a task to do.
Everywhere about the massive Legion army gathering past the Colorado.
Yeah, actually, you can kind of see it from here. You can see the fort, you can see the tent, you can see the giant radio antenna. It's just over there. Hell, I bet if you got a guy with a good enough sniper rifle, you'd actually, you could shoot Caesar from here. Wouldn't that be a shot to write home about? Ooh, hello. A beret, so you'll be in charge then.
I've been sending requests for relief for months now. Didn't think they'd send you, though.
Oh. That's, assuming a lot. I mean, yeah, I do a lot of work for the NCR. I didn't realize I'd become, the go-to contractor for them. What is this place exactly?
This is the Bitter Springs refugee camp. We've been maintaining it for a few years now, ever since Caesar's Legion started seriously pushing west. Most of the people here were displaced by the Legion's advance. At first, there weren't many, but lately it's been more than we can handle.
I've noticed there's a lot of Great Khan tags around the place, and I've heard the Great Khans used to live here. What's your view on this? What happened?
This whole area used to be a Great Khan encampment before they relocated to Red Rock Canyon. We just haven't had the manpower to clean it all up yet.
Oh yeah, the Great Khans relocated. That is one hell of a way to sanitize things. Yeah, they just moved. Yeah, now we didn't do anything. So, why is the flag upside down?
It's a distress call. This camp is in bad shape, and if we don't get relief soon, I don't know what will happen.
See, on the one hand, I'm just here to get Boone some therapy. On the other hand, I do need caps. And helping the NCR isn't the best source of caps because, let's be honest, they don't have the resources to actually do it. That's why they need help. But still, I guess I'll actually offer my services. What can I do to help?
At this point, I'll take anything you can give me. We need more troops, fresh supplies, and medical relief. As if that wasn't enough, someone's been coming out of the mountains at night, stealing supplies and picking off my people.
Oh, is that all? Troops, money, supplies, and go kill a guy. Well, I can at least do the kill a guy part. What's that about someone killing refugees?
It started about 6 months ago. At first it was just supplies going missing. We figured it was refugees. Then people started dying. Always a single bullet to the head. Always from extreme range. We've lost 8 refugees and 3 soldiers to this son of a bitch. We know he must be hiding out in one of the caves up in the mountains. But I don't have enough men to send out looking for him.
Let's take things one at a time, because much as I'd love to just get every quest at the same time, that will completely overload me, and let's be honest, I don't want to get too involved in this when I'm just here to help Boone. You mentioned it started 6 months ago. Did those supplies start going missing at about the same time?
Food, blankets, clothes, tools. The Army used to ship out caches of supplies regularly. But with the Legion so active, we haven't gotten any in months.
Okay, so... Boone. I hope you don't mind that we're hanging around to help the NCR with this. It's like, in theory, it should be good for morale. Yeah, I know. I really can't justify it to myself either. It's... Let's be real, it's a pain to help the NCR. It's like, it's my hometown, which makes this whole thing even more shameful because they just can't keep on top of things. It's like, do you not have a radio to ask for help? It's like, can you not even spare that much? Well, let's at least start with the sniper. He's got to be somewhere around here. She said there's caves up in the mountains. Like, that cave? That cave right there within sight of your tent? If that's the right cave, I'm going to be incredibly disappointed. Oh, we have giant ants. Hello. And radioactive waste. Wonderful. I'm genuinely curious why there's nuclear waste in here.
Contact.
Because I actually don't know.
Guess we made it.
I mean, I imagine the giant ants are here because of the radioactive waste, because of the fallout and the radiation making them big. Not that I actually know that, but, you know, it's worth a shot. Ooh. Nanobionic weave implant. I actually don't know what that does. Maybe it just makes my hair longer. A radioactive supply cache, or cache, or whatever. How do you pronounce that word? Cache? Supplies, but no sniper. So let's take another look around. And hey, I can at least be relieved that it wasn't literally the cave within view of the camp. Alright, who's in here? Is it more ants? No, it's gore bags. Hello, who's making the gore bags, I wonder? Oh, it's Night Stalkers, it's Night Stalkers, it's Night Stalkers. Kill them fast. Sorry, I didn't mean to shoot you. Okay.
Made it.
Yeah, that's the first time you said, guess we made it, that actually made sense, Spoon. Oh, Night Stalkers. That's not good. That is really not good. Let's get the compliance regulator out, because that seems like the right course of action. Although, in narrow, confined quarters, maybe not the best option. Looks like we just cleared them out. Okay, that's good. Okay, more supplies. Fantastic. From the Great Khans. I see what we're doing here. We're taking supplies that used to be from the Great Khans, including their drugs, and stealing it to give to the NCR. Which, I mean, makes sense. We already stole their home, and the NCR took that. So, yeah, I guess there's a reason why the Great Khans hate the NCR. Yeah. I mean, I realize we're here to for your therapy, and I'm just kind of racking on the NCR, but the NCR kinda deserves it. Well, this is the only other direction I can think of to get into the mountains. Hopefully there's a cave over here, although that would very much limit the, I was gonna say, it could limit the number of approaches this guy has to this, but, graves. Charming. Oh, here it is. Holy crap, this cave is in the middle of nowhere. I had to go from the camp down here, and then up and around and around and up and through and up this little cutout in the rock. Here's the cave. And suddenly I'm actually, well, not proud of the NCR, but I feel a lot more sympathy with them not being able to find it. And oh wow, what a view of Vegas from here. Ah, man. I'm so glad I left the hub. And what's that over there, I wonder? Looks almost like an airport. You can see forever from here. That's the train yard. That's Camp Golf, I think. Is that the rocket place? No, that's Camp McCarran. Okay, yeah, that's the concourse building. That's where what's his face? That's the main building of McCarran. Oh, man. I mean, can you imagine if this game had better distant terrain, though? I just saw someone move. Put your gun away. We're being friendly, I hope. And, you know, get the right gun out in case we're not. Knock, knock. I'm sorry to disturb your nap.
Aha!
Oh, hey, what? Why?
Great Khan, looks like. Guess he fought at Bitter Springs. Or saw it happen.
Yeah, I guess. I would have liked to have talked to him to say why is he hostile to us. Is it because you guys are here? I mean, I'm not NCR, are you? What's going on here? I actually don't know the answer to that, so how about this? Let's turn back time a little bit. Let's leave you guys outside the cave, and I'm gonna talk to him. See if I can. Okay, let's try this one more time. Boone, Russell,
I'll be right
you
here,
guys
Chief.
wait here, all right? I want to see what happens if we don't bring Boone into the cave of, you know, the guy who saw Bitter Springs happen.
Who are you? How did you find this place?
I walked up the hill. It wasn't easy. You have a really well-hidden cave here. I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, but are you the guy who's been, you know, sniping people in Bitter Springs?
Refugee camp? Is that what they're calling it? Good old NCR. They can whitewash anything. Let me tell you something. That refugee camp, it's built on the blood and tears of my people. Nobody likes to talk about it, but I remember.
I've been meaning to ask, what actually happened? Because, I mean, the NCR has their side of things. What do you say happened?
We were the flails of God, the scourge of the Mojave, the best warriors and raiders in the wasteland, until the NCR tracked us back to Bitter Springs. The main force hit the canyon by surprise. While our warriors tried to hold them off, we sent our women, our children, our old through the Red Pass. NCR's 1st Recon Battalion was waiting for them on Coyote Tail Ridge. No Khan left alive. That was the order, my family.
So you've been hiding in the mountains ever since?
For revenge, the NCR committed an atrocity here. An atrocity that they tried to bury and forget. I'm going to remind them.
Oh, I don't want to call this a sob story, but I also don't want to say the NCR are trying to help. They're good people fighting for civilization in a lawless waste. Oh, no.
Keep deluding yourself if you want. I've seen the NCR's true face.
Yeah, I'll leave you to your grief then, I suppose.
As you wish.
By which I mean I'm going to turn around and walk out. And then, wouldn't you know it, I do have a silent sniper rifle. So whenever you just want to poke your head out. Because, I mean, I get where he's coming from. I do. But also, he's shooting people who had nothing to do with the attack on Bitter Springs. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, the NCR is not innocent. Yes, it's NCR refugees. Are they involved? No, really? So let's quickly help ourselves to... How were you even shooting them? You have a grenade rifle. It's like, either you have the best aim possible with a grenade rifle, or there must be a gun around here somewhere, maybe? Ah, here's the rifle. That will do it. And the Great Khan supply cache. There we go. So we've taken care of the sniper. We've got the supplies. Let's report back to camp. And let's quickly see about fixing everything else in this camp. Because, yeah, Boone needs therapy, but, you know, who doesn't in the wasteland, right?
You're back. Any progress on saving our skins?
Yeah, I found those supplies for you. They were in the mountains. Some of them are irradiated. But science, Radex, I bet you can filter those.
We do have some spare Radex in the supply tent. That might work. Thank you.
And yeah, there are some more supplies from other caves.
Where did you get this? You know what? It doesn't even matter. Thank you. This will be a tremendous help.
Yeah, see, the Great Khans, the people who actually lived here before we stole their town? Yeah, turns out they had food, who knew? And they also had a sniper, so that's fun.
You did? Who was it? Any information you could give me would be a big help for my reports.
I wish there was an option to not tell you it's the Great Khans, because, there's going to be retaliation. It's like, if I were to say, oh, it's just some Legion sniper, you wouldn't believe that. But if I tell you it's the Great Khans, you're totally gonna punish somebody else, aren't you?
I should have expected as much. There's still a lot of bad blood between the Khans and the NCR ever since the incident here.
The incident? You mean the massacre of women and children 3 years ago?
The incident, yes. It was a tragic mistake, but the NCR has done everything it can to make amends since then.
Yeah, amends? Like what? You stole their town, you ran them out, we're stealing their supplies now, we're killing their sniper. What amends?
We provided medical aid to the wounded, all the wounded, and permitted the Khans to resettle at Red Rock Canyon.
Oh yeah, that's very noble of you. You permitted them to leave. I'm probably making a mistake here. It's like, I should not be helping the NCR. This is a bad situation. And yet, what can I do to help?
I don't know. The NCR's stretched thin as it is. I've put in requests at Camp Golf, Forlorn Hope, McCarran, but things are no better there. Maybe if their situations improve, they'd have men to spare. Or maybe they'd listen to someone with a reputation for helping the NCR.
Yeah, maybe on another day, alright? Because, yeah, we've done some good here. Debatably. Maybe, kinda, sorta, iffy. I'm not actually 100% sure on that. Yeah, we killed a guy who was killing people. Who was killing people because we killed his people. So it's, I'm not sure that balances out. And we still need to get some medical supplies. And we need to get some troops. And that's gonna take a while, isn't it? It's like, I'd like to just get Boone the help he needs.
Makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Let it go, Gabe. Let it go.